Good morning, children. Welcome to your EVS class. Students, we have started chapter 13, Simple Machines. And what we are doing, we are reading the chapter. I have read page 60 till page 68 about spring balance. Today, I am further going to continue with the reading of the chapter. So, page 68, inclined plane. Today, let's start. Some buildings have ramps up which people can push trolleys, prams, wheelchairs, or anything heavy. A ramp is an inclined plane or a plane at an angle. So is a plank of wood used to load things onto a truck. An inclined plane makes work easier by reducing the force you have to use. A person has to use much more force to lift a load onto a truck than to push it along on an inclined plane. Now come to the next page. This is an activity of inclined plane. Make an inclined plane by resting on cardboard or a piece of plywood on a pile of books. Fix a spring balance to an object. Place them on the inclined plane and hold as shown. The reading of the spring balance will be less than when you hang the object from it. This means you have to apply less force to move the object up the inclined plane than to pull it straight up. If you reduce the angle of the slope, the force applied by the object reduces further, so it is easier to move things up a gentle slope. Now next is wedges. A wedge is a triangular piece of wood or metal. It is like two inclined planes joined together. Carpenters use wedges to split wood. In ancient times, people made holes in rocks and drove in wedges to split them. The chisel carpenters and sculptors used to cut and shape wood and stone are wedges. So are the tips of nails and pins. The edge of a knife is also a wedge. Wedges reduce the force you have to use to do something. If both ends of a nail were equally blunt, you would have to use much more force to drive it in. Now come to screws. Screws. It is much easier to drive a screw into a piece of wood than to hammer in a nail. Do you know why? Because a screw is like a nail with an inclined plane wrapped around it. You can test this out yourself. See, again one experiment is given. Cut a right angle triangle out of a piece of paper. Color the longest edge of the triangle. Wrap the triangular piece of paper around a pencil as shown. The inclined edge of the paper will spiral around the pencil like the grooves of a screw. A screw winds into wood along its grooves. This takes less force than to hammer in a nail straight down. A hill road is also an inclined plane wrapped around a hill. It is easier to climb along a winding road with a gentle slope than to climb a steep straight road up a hill. So students, this is the chapter about simple machines. Reading is complete. You will also do the reading in the same way. Thank you.